Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan here for another Think Tank Thursday. How are you guys today? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. As you can see, we have a special guest. Oh, this way, special guest. Hello, Miss Wendy Lee. Most of you probably know her already, but if you don't know her, you're about to. She's absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to give her a second to introduce herself to us. So, Miss Wendy, would you mind?
Sure. So I'm Wendy Lee. You can find me at creativelyyours.com. Let's see, I've been doing this for quite some time. I signed up as a demonstrator in 2003, I think. Yikes, long time ago. Dana and I met. Where did we meet, Dana? It's been ages
We
ago,
met in
right?
Atlanta at my
In Atlanta.
first on stage.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about that. So we've been friends for quite some time, right?
Yeah.
And we've done some events together before, and so I'm just excited to be here with you guys, right?
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to have you here. Yeah. So, Wendy and I met each other at my very first on stage in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and I was there by myself, had no idea about how any of this worked. There were a lot of loud noises and crazy things going on. And Miss Wendy and her group were nice enough to let me come and hang out with them.
Of course. Of course we were.
Little did you know that day. It's been so much fun, though. That's
Yes.
one of the wonderful things about Stampin' Up, isn't it?
Yes.
You got this
Yeah. You meet the best people, right? Like
wonderful.
it's such a community. Like people don't understand. Well,
Are
maybe
you
they
going to say hi? Come on
don't.
in. Say hello.
Hello. I hate that I didn't get to meet you in person.
I know, right?
Right? So he has to go on another trip. He does know this, right?
Because we went to Norway and she didn't.
We
And then
didn't. Yeah.
I
We
went
asked
to
him out.
Mexico and you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will have to be another one. Costa Rica, baby.
Costa Rica. Here we go.
Yes, yes. All right.
All good.
So now that you guys have met Miss Wendy, and I see a lot of folks are coming in. Hello, everybody. Cheryl, Amanda, Dee, Anna, Jennifer. Oh, gosh. Marcia. I see lots of folks in here. So thank you all very much.
Wow.
So, for those who are familiar with Think Tank Thursday, we're doing things totally the same as we always do. And for those who are brand new to Think Tank Thursday, I'll tell you just a little about how it works. It's a little bit different than just a standard live stream. We will be doing crafting, of course, but in this stream, it is going to be fully interactive. So that means that you guys are going to get to help us design the projects that we make. How exciting! So, what that will look like is each of myself and Wendy will be creating our own project, but we are going to both use the Peace on Earth stamp and die bundle. So that's fabulous. Outside of that, anything goes. We will be doing two totally different projects. And this is always really fun because, even though we have worked together before, and even though we have created projects together before, your style and mine are so different.
They really are. They
Yeah,
really are. We take a very different approach to things, but that's part of the fun, right? Like everybody has
oh,
their own style, and
absolutely.
you learn so many great
Absolutely.
things, right?
Yes, exactly. So this is going to be a lot of fun because you're going to get to see two different styles working together with the same stamps and dies, but with other products added in.
Mhm.
And as we go along, each of us will give you guys the opportunity to give us feedback. So one of us will start. And let's say, for example, I'm going to give you a choice between this color of cardstock base and this color of cardstock base. And while you guys are typing in the comments which one you choose, then Wendy will say, okay, and I'm giving you this choice or this choice. And by the time it gets to you, because that little Facebook, YouTube lag that we all know about, we should be able to keep things flowing pretty well. So, with that in mind, yes, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, as they say, right?
Right? Sure.
Oh, all right. So, are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Miss Wendy, you ready?
Yeah, totally ready. Yeah, let's get going.
All right.
This is new for me, right? Like I've not done this before.
Yes, always so much fun.
Yes.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Miss Wendy, the real big question is, would you like to start or would you like me to?
I am good either way. So,
all right, go for it, love. I'll let you have
all right. All right, perfect. So earlier today, I posted on my stories giving an option in color combinations to kick us off. So let's see if I can grab that. So I'm not seeing our demo screens. Should I? Let me ask that from.
Oh, well, yes, because I need to add those.
Perfect. So me showing the cardstock's not going to help anything.
No, it will here in just a hot second because I am adding
our. This is set up for me, so bear with me as we go. So earlier
here we go.
On social media, did you want combo A, which I didn't tell you the colors, I just put pictures. So it was basic beige, cloud cover, and pecan pie. Nice. Or did you want combo B, which is crumb cake, misty moonlight, and secret sea? Hands down, the winner was crumb cake, misty moonlight, and secret sea, which is opposite of what I would have chosen. But you don't know what else. I know. If I'm just looking at this one thing, I might have chosen the same. But I know the next step, which they did not know, right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So this is the color combination of cardstock I'm going to use. Crumb cake, misty moonlight, and secret sea. So we'll bear with me on this one. Okay, so my first question for you guys. I need to know, do you want to use 4 different prints or 3 different prints of designer series paper?
Oh, how intriguing. I don't know if anyone has ever asked that question before.
Perfect. So I need to know 3 or 4 prints of designer series paper because designer series paper is my jam, right? Like I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's where I'm going.
Wonderful.
So
all right.
Watch for that. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So while you guys are answering the question, 3 or 4 designer series papers, I am going to ask you my question. And my first question is going to be, are we doing a card base in secret sea or cloud cover?
Nice.
All right. So I need to know, are we doing secret sea or are we doing cloud cover for my project?
Okay. So if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, I think 3 is my winner from what I'm seeing, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Out 3 different colors or 3 different prints. So these are the prints that I have chosen to go along with my color combination.
Oh, beautiful.
So these are all from that suite, right? Like this is a sneak peek we're giving, right?
Yes. Yes, because we didn't even mention that. I forgot altogether. Right. Because we've already had it, but this is a sneak peek of a brand new up and coming product suite in the holiday catalog.
Yes. So this is the Peaceful Garden 12 by 12 designer series paper. And these are the 3 prints that I've chosen. All right. So should I go ahead and do what I want to do with this?
Yes. Go ahead and do your next step.
Okay. So I am stacking these together. I guess I should orient this because this is directional paper. So I'm stacking these together and we are going to do a stack, cut, and shuffle. If you guys don't know what that is already, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut all 3 pieces at the same time. I know it's crazy. I'm going rogue. 3 pieces at once, right? So I am going to cut this and I am an 8th gal. So I apologize to those of you that don't like 8s because I love the skinny layers.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to cut
great. It's the 16ths that trip my people up.
Yeah, the 6th. No, just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So I'm going to go 3 3/8. Okay, so that's just one fat mark under 3.5, or a fat mark at past 3 1/4, whichever way you want to look at it. And then I'm going to go 4 5/8. Okay. So with that, my next question for you, do you want 3 cuts? Oh, wait, let me say it this way. Yeah, because I got 2 things to ask you. Do you want 3 cuts or 4 cuts is my question.
Oh, in different question than the 3 or 4 choices.
Correct. We've got
Wow.
3 prints. Now I need to know, do you want it cut 3 times or 4 times? And then I've got a secondary question before we jump into that.
Wow. All right. This is
I know.
exciting.
I've made it too complex, right?
No, not at all. This is exciting.
Right?
So here's a funny thing. I just counted all of the secret C's and cloud covers, and there are literally 8 each.
Yes.
I
see
need
that
a
as well.
tiebreaker, folks. Somebody
Okay.
tell me, are we doing
I'm gonna say secret
C?
C would be my vote.
Secret C is your vote. All right, we're gonna break
My
the tie with that
tiebreaker.
one.
I don't think it matters. I think either way it's gonna be gorgeous, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. I'm seeing 3s. I'm split. I'm seeing 3s and 4s coming through. 3 times 3. Yeah. Nice. While they're doing that, should I go ahead and start cutting my card bases or no? Should we do that live together?
If it's just a regular card base, then you could go ahead and do that. But if it's got any kind of technique to it, maybe show it off.
Yeah, I'm doing regular. Now, you know, I use my paper trimmer upside down, so I'm going to have to turn it around.
Oh, yeah.
Lefty in another life, right? In my youngin' days.
All
right. I'm going to pre-score. I'm going to follow my own directions and pre-score. And then cut in half, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing.
All right. Now, I have another question for you. Will my next layer be... I'm going to get my card base. There's my card base. Will my next layer be crumb cake or pecan pie? Yes, I'm keeping it right in the family, baby. So the colors that coordinate with this suite, and of course you can use any colors you want with the stamps, but the colors that coordinate with the designer series paper are basic beige, cloud cover, crumb cake, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and secret C. So we're using all of the colors that are in the designer series paper pack.
Right. Nice. Okay. So if you agree with me, what I'm seeing is that they're saying 3 cuts is what they want.
Yep.
So before we cut, I need to know, do you want straight lines or diagonal lines? Okay. So that's my next question before we
I love it.
So far I've cut my crumb cake card bases. I've cut a few just in case we get a little excited here. And then I'm going to cut my other layers while you're asking your questions.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, guys. So are we cutting on the diagonal or are we cutting straight?
Right. I know. So
all right. And crumb cake looks like the winner for me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those. Oh, well. And then the pecan pie people show up.
Uh-oh. As soon as you say it, right? Always.
I know. It's wild. Okay, let's see. I think that crumb cake is still up, though. So that's the one I'm doing here. Okay. I think, that fella is mowing the pasture next to my property, and he's kicking up dust.
Nice.
And so it's making my throat a little,
That's not good.
But it'll smell really good when the rain comes.
Yes. Oh, I'm seeing hands down diagonal.
Yeah, there have been just a couple of straight edge. I think they're really curious to know what you're doing with it.
All right, so let's go in for our diagonal cut. So I've got all 3 pieces I cut at once, stacked together, okay? So we're going to make a diagonal cut. Now, I got to tell you guys, don't overthink this. Like, it doesn't matter where your cut is, okay? If it matters to you, then you by all means measure it. I literally am just going to lay it in my trimmer and I'm going to cut at a diagonal. So I have 2 pieces, okay? And we said 3 cuts, right?
Yep.
We said diagonal. So I need to take, I've cut 1. So I need to take one of these and cut it again. Well, we're not.
Oh my goodness.
Let's cut the diagonal as well, right? Because that's what we said we were going to do.
What size was the designer series paper cut to before you started cutting it?
Okay, it was 3 3/8 by 4 5/8.
There you go. All right.
All right. So I am going to, so these are my stacks, right, that we just cut, and we're going to shuffle them in just a minute. So my next layer I cut is Secret C, and it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So
just an 1/8 of an inch bigger than the other.
It is an 1/8 of an inch bigger because you know me, I like those skinny borders, right?
Yes.
So I am going to, should I keep going or should I stop? Okay.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to take my first print and I'm going to make 3 stacks, right? 3 separate stacks. And then I want to shift it. So I'm going to take my next one and I don't want it to match. I want it to be contrasted, right? So each one is going to be different. Am I in camera? Yeah. Okay, good. And then same thing. I want one of each print to be together in this, right?
Oh, cool.
So it's different. So this is the stack, cut, and shuffle if you guys haven't done this before, right?
Very cool.
So we are going to take each of these. Now, I've had people tell me that this is really hard to get even when you adhere it to a layer here, right? And get the spacing, even though it's a skinny border. So if that stresses you out, I have some computer paper, just some scrap computer paper that is cut ever so slightly skinnier than my designer paper. So my designer paper is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. So I just cut it a smidge shorter. So this is where we get into those naughty 16ths, or you can it's fine. The whole point is to give you something to adhere it to that is not going to cause you any problems with getting alignment. So that's a choice, right? You don't have to do that. That's entirely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and do it just to show you on one of them. Maybe I'll glue one down without it and it'll be all wonky and crazy. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and start gluing it. I'm making 3 cards tonight because of this technique.
And she's doing them like that too.
Right. These are, and that's not normally me, right? Like lately, I have needed just a ton of cards, right? So I have gone a little simpler, still fab, right? You still have to do fabulous. But a little simpler because you need something that you can make a whole stack of, right?
Right.
That's where I'm going. All right. So I'm a stamp and seal gal. Many don't like stamp and seal. Many prefer liquid glue, but I'm a stamp and seal girl. And that's what I'm using. But you use what makes you happy. And I'm also using my silicone craft sheet because I can go all the way down to this corner with my adhesive and not have any issues to it sticking. Oh, and look here, I made it so that it was smaller, and then I glued it down so it was hanging off the edge. Maybe I should have made it even smaller. The whole point of it making it a smidge smaller was so that you could paste your paper down and not have any issues with it showing.
Absolutely.
Now, I fubbed that up right away, right?
That's
so
okay.
I'm running right off the edge of that point, and it's all good. So now I can just piece this together, and it doesn't matter.
Love it.
Right?
Yep, love it.
If I'm straight, I guess I should have gone an 1/8 smaller instead of just a 16th smaller. Maybe trim some off. We'll see. All right, how's yours coming?
Basic. All right, guys. I have, oh gosh, cloud cover. There it is. Cloud cover and Secret C here. And I'm bringing in that beautiful Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, I know. I love it.
I love it.
I'm going to go ahead and emboss both of these pieces so that you guys get a good clear view of what it looks like. So I'm going to bring this right here. And, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but on these on these embossing folders, did you know that the line right here is 4 inches? So if it
I
is.
did not know that.
Yes. And
at all.
Right. And where the Stampin' Up! Logo is, that's the front of the embossing folder. So, of course, you can use whichever side you want. But if you want the raised up side pointed up, then you want whatever side that you want facing up to be facing the Stampin' Up! Side, the Stampin' Up! Icon. Okay? With cardstock, obviously, it doesn't matter. But if you did it with DSP and you wanted one side or another to show, it would definitely matter, right? So, for example, I have this piece of the Designer Series paper, and I've already embossed it, which is a little hard to tell on the camera, but I've already embossed it with that embossing folder. If I wanted this pattern to be facing forward with the raised up side, I would put it facing the Stampin' Up! Logo. Okay, so that's how you can tell when you're doing DSP. We're not going to do DSP tonight, but take a look at this. I can line up my cardstock, and it's 4 inches. I can line it up with that black line right there on the front of the embossing folder. Okay, and that's going to center my image on my paper. Okay, so that's just a handy little tip there for you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I know. When I noticed that, I was like, ooh, that is wicked cool.
And I used my scrap paper to lay my pieces down, thinking that was going to be a helpful guide. It was not. I did a horrible job getting my hair straight. So you guys do what makes you happy, but yeah, look how awful that is. It's terrible.
And remember that it's patchwork. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it'll be beautiful no matter what.
Well, we'll make that work.
All right.
That's a dark colored cardstock, but the rest of them I'm just not using the scrap paper. I don't know what my issue was, but I had some issues because that is the crookedest thing I've ever put down, I think. Well, okay.
It has to be because it's live, because, would never happen in the studio otherwise.
Right. And when you don't pre-plan, like I'm a planner.
Uh-huh.
So when Dana's like, hey, yeah, just wing it. I'm like, really? No, that's not me.
I totally expected you to break out in hives.
Right? Like you're like, no, you don't need to plan anything. And then after we talked, I was like, oh yeah, you don't need to plan anything. You totally set me up.
No, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Uh-huh.
All right, friends. Here are the 2 colors embossed with that embossing folder. So you can see there's the cloud cover and the secret C. All right. And they're absolutely beautiful. So what we need to decide is which one are we going to do on this card front? And I haven't tacked this down yet because I plan to put some sort of ribbon on it, and we're going to want it to go underneath the front section. Okay. So this is what the cloud cover will look like. And there's that skinny little border that Miss Wendy was talking about. And then that is so pretty. It really brings out the crumb cake, actually. And it looks a bit more formal with the secret C and the secret C combined rather than the secret C and the crumb cake. Mm-hmm. So you guys decide, or not crumb cake. Oh my gosh. That's not crumb cake. That's cloud cover. So are we doing secret C or are we doing cloud cover for the front? Okay. So that's my next question. And Miss Wendy, take it away.
All right. So my next thing I've got my layers down. So I need to decide, I'm doing a crumb cake card base. So here, I'll fold one of these so we can look at it and give us an idea of what we're dealing with. Now I'm a layers kind of gal, and that's the crooked one. Let's put that one to the side. I like to change up my layers a little bit. So my question for you here is, originally I was thinking of doing a 3 3/4 by 5 inch which would give me a border. Don't look at this side. Look at these two sides, similar to that. So I'd have an 1/8 inch around, right? Or do we want to go wider? Do we want to go maybe 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, which gives us a little fatter border there? What do you guys think? Wider border or not quite as wide with our misty moonlight?
Very nice.
Because it does change the look of it, right? Like if you've got an 1/8 inch border versus a fatter border.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it amazing how that works? Honestly,
Yeah,
it truly is amazing.
It really does. And, you know, I've taken like a white piece of cardstock and literally stamped the same image on it, same size, and then layered it with different colors. Amazing the difference it makes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so wider, I see thinner.
Oh, yeah, you've got quite a variety there. Not like me, who was a unanimous secret C.
Yeah, all I saw was secret C for yours as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of literally 50-50 on all three options, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll give it a minute. Go ahead and do yours.
Yeah. All right. So the next question that I have for you guys is, have you seen the technique where you use the white pigment ink and rub it across an embossed image? So you have this right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. And that is on Secret C. Okay. So this is what it looks like with Secret C and the white craft ink. Okay. And this is Secret C without. So as you can imagine, my next question is going to be, are we going to do the Secret C with the white craft ink? Or are we going to do the Secret C without? Okay. And this is all setting up this project for a totally different look, depending on which choice you make right now. This is the pivotal moment, folks. All right. So are we doing it with the white ink or are we not? Okay. All right, Miss Wendy, you're up, love.
It looks like I'm really tied.
I think the wider border is the one I would choose.
I think that's where everybody is heading, is the wider. I'm going to go wider. So that means I am going to cut, here I am with my 1/8 again. I'm going to cut my Misty Moonlight 5 1/8. Oh, I got to flip my trimmer around. See, I use my trimmer down here at my chest, right? Which means you can't see it on the camera. So now I'm having to use it what's upside down to me, but right side up to everyone else in the world, right?
Right.
So this is where I get stumbled. Okay, so 5 1/8. I'm going to cut a couple of those because I'm going to do 3 cards, right? 5 1/8. So this is giving me my wider border. And I'm going to go 3 7/8. Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm going to do all these the same. I guess I could have mixed it up, but I didn't. I'm doing them all the same.
Yeah. Okay, I see a question. Hold on here. Where was it? Miss Susan asked, how long did it take to dry? Susan, it takes a couple of minutes easily. It takes a good minute to dry. So what I like to do when I'm doing this particular technique is I will go ahead and do it first. Like that's one of the first things I do with my project. I set it aside to dry, do all of my other stamping, die cutting, and everything else. And then by the time I get back to it, it's dry enough that I can handle it and put it on my card. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this technique. If you've never seen it before, it's absolutely going to blow your minds. If you have seen it before, just nod your head and say, exactly. All right. So I have my card piece here and I have the raised side up. All right. So I have that right there, and I'm going to take my white craft ink and I am going to just slide it across the card. Okay. Now, one thing I did notice is that even though this is 3D embossed, there are some parts of the embossing that are more dimensional than others. Some of the leaves on here are just barely dimensional. And so that's what causes the little edges you see here to have some of the craft around it as well. And I don't care because it makes the whole thing look distressed and beautiful.
Yeah.
So I will show you. I'm just going to take my ink pad face down and I'm just going to slide like that. Okay. And then I already know that I think I'm going to cut this center section out, or at the very least, it's going to be covered. So I'm going to draw from the middle instead of drawing across the entire thing, and just keep pulling like that until I get it how I want it. Okay. And it does look a little bit lighter when it's wet than it does when it's dry. So we'll let that set aside for just a moment, but you can see there is our piece.
Nice.
We'll set it aside and then we'll get back to it in a minute.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So I tried to fix my crooked layer a little bit. I don't know if you saw me cheating and pulling that back up and trying to fix it. But I did try to fix it a little bit.
That's
Okay.
all right.
So while you're drying, am I good to ask another?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it, love.
Okay. So I need to know, really I have two questions. Can I do two at once? Is that allowed?
Of course. Yeah.
So I need to know portrait or landscape, right? Like, should we be landscape or should we be portrait? Okay. And I guess my secondary question is which I have to pop up a layer. Okay. I just have to do it. It's in my DNA. So do I pop up this layer and put this layer flat? So it's like this. Or do I layer these together and pop them both up on the card base? I can tell you what I would do, but I will let you guys decide. So landscape
says both.
both landscape and portrait. Yeah. And pop them different ones, different ways. We could totally do that.
There you go.
We could do that. We could do one way and one another and kind of change it up. Totally do that. So let's see what everybody thinks. So portrait or landscape, if you have a preference. And should I pop up the front layer or the second layer? Layer together, then pop. Okay. All right. All right. So many good questions or answers, I should say.
Yep. Layer together, then pop. Pop card on base or pop on card base. Pop up both.
Yeah. Now I could easily pop up both, but we're going to probably pop up another layer here.
Yeah.
So somebody wants to mix it up. Portrait, all different. Okay. I'm seeing that I want.
Yep. Creator's choice, all different. Yep.
Nice. All right. What's your next question?
I think they like it both. Yeah, that's awesome. There's so many fun options with that.
I know. It looks like I should do a variety based off what I'm seeing.
It looks like, yeah. Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. I have another question for you. I'm going to lay my card piece here, and just to show how quick it dries, it's still just slightly powdery to the touch, but not too bad. Okay, so it's light enough that I could work with it if I want to, which I'm going to. So I'm going to lay it across there, and we need to decide what trim we're going to use. So I'm going to throw you completely cattywampus and not do this in a total order. So I need to know, are we doing the, I need my glasses. That's what I need. I can't read without them. There we go. I can see. Okay, this is the silver and white sheer ribbon, which is on the last chance list. And I hate that so bad.
It's so pretty.
It is beautiful. And I love the bright silver against that secret sea. It's just gorgeous. Or another thing that's on the last chance list is the silver and gold trim pack. It's a pair combo pack of trim. Thank you. And silver and gold. So here's the silver one. And you know, I love both of those ribbons, and I hate that they're on the last chance list, but at least that means they're not gone yet. So if you're thinking Christmas cards, ding, 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 they're on the last chance list. So run on over to the website and get them.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to know, are we going to use these ribbons? And I will use them together. I'll show you a fun trick with them. Or are we going to use the Misty Moonlight silver edged ribbon that goes along with the suite?
Oh, and that's gorgeous too.
It is a gorgeous ribbon. Yes, it is.
I love the iridescence of it.
I do too.
A great way to say it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, if it's not, I agree with you, because that's exactly how I would have said it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what do you guys think? So I mixed it up. So I did, my preference was to have the front layer popped and the back layer flat. So I did 2 of them that way. But I flipped. So one had the wide print at the top and one had the wide print at the bottom. Granted, it's not too late to turn it. We're not locked in just yet if we need to turn it. And then I did this one, my wonky one. I did it the landscape way. So do you guys like this? Yes, I hope so.
I love it.
Perfect. All right. Let me think of what I'm doing next. What I think I should do next.
Isn't this so much fun?
Yeah.
All right. So
It's stressing me out.
my folks were pretty unanimous. They like these ones, and I agree. I love the silver against that dark kind of blue color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, folks, I need to know, are we doing a landscape card or are we doing a portrait card? We can do either or. Okay? Portrait or landscape. Let me know. Okay?
Good.
And then I have one other question for you. Did you know? No, you didn't, because it's brand new.
Yes.
This larger frame cuts out the frame inside this emboss layer. Absolutely fabulous. So we need to know if we're doing portrait or landscape, and are we going to go ahead and cut the center out, or are we going to leave it?
Good questions.
Good question.
Okay, everybody says landscape.
Yep.
Now, there's a few portraits. Maybe they're still coming in, but the majority of what I'm seeing is landscape.
Yeah, for sure. For
I
sure.
did see that I've got a question from one person. It scrolled by so fast.
Uh-oh.
I want to say it was Anna, but I could be wrong. No, Bonnie. So somebody was asking, does it matter that my flowers are upside down? Like these are sideways. This is right side up. This is upside down. If it matters to you, then sure.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
I feel like while these are directional prints, that it really can be whatever you want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it bothers you, rotate it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Whatever you need to do, right? Like whatever makes your heart happy is what I think you should do. The thing about this particular technique that I like is that you're shuffling this. So it's kind of a little artsy in my mind, right?
Yes.
Which allows me to make up whatever rules I want to make up as I go along, right? So
that is absolutely right. Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. Tanya says, good evening, ladies from Florence, Kentucky. Hello, darling.
Oh, you want to use both dies with a slim border. Oh,
that's a good idea too.
Yeah. You have a bunch of cutouts is what I'm seeing.
Yes, I do too.
I see.
All right, so here's what it would look like if we cut both and left a little trim. It would leave just a nice little border around the edges. So very cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the center out first.
All right.
And we'll go from there. So go ahead, love.
All right. So next I've got some little 1/2 inch by 4 inch strips of white. So I end up with a lot of these, right? Like when I'm cutting my inside card layers, and I always want to use them. Like, why throw all this in the trash? So we're going to use this for our sentiment. So I'm keeping things simple tonight, right? This is a simple card. So I don't have to use the full 4 inches though. I can cut it down. And where do we want to put our sentiment? Like, my original thinking was kind of offset to the side here and cutting it shorter. I'll tell you in a minute what sentiment I'm using. So I was thinking offset to a side, left, right, whatever you want to do. The sentiment I'm using is this little sending. Let me stamp it on a scrap so you can see how big it is, because it's photopolymer. It's hard to see, right? And I need to know what color you want it stamped in. So let me stamp it in 2 colors, and you guys tell me what you want to do. So here it is. It's small. Sending is in Secret C. Did I remember to bring a scrub? Heck no. 2 organized. So I can use scrap paper to get the ink off my stamp. Because is my moist? No. That would be too prepared. Right. All right. And so my other color is pecan pie. So I've got 2 different colors. So I want to know which color you want to stamp in, and kind of should we make it shorter, or should we leave it long? Like, should we go across like the whole thing? It's a small sentiment. Or should we make it a couple inches long? I'll cut this apart, just, being silly. So you can kind of see that that's an eyeball, right? That's not real. Mm-hmm. You guys design this way to cut out stamp stuff on paper and just kind of make a crooked cutting to see what you want. So, we could try something like this, or, we could center it maybe on something like that. We could still offset it and leave that white layer. I don't know. So do we want it offset or centered? And do we want blue or brown? Shorter, offset. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, the upside down one looks like fines going down. Well, there we go. It's all good.
Awesome.
I'm seeing Secret C and shorter so far. How are we doing with yours, Dana?
I just cut out the center with the bigger die from the one that we're using here. And then I took the other one that I had made a sample of already and die cut the bigger piece out first.
Okay.
So there's the frame. And I had used the smaller one lined up in the middle of it to cut the little frame. So then this is what you end up with when you do that, which is very, very cool. Okay.
It's nice.
All right. So we have options. I love options. Don't you love options? Options
I do.
are great. Okay, so this piece I think needs to be glued down directly. So I'm not going to make that one of the options, because either way, this piece is going to need to be glued down so that it works with our other bits here. So let me get this put on.
That makes sense.
And I still haven't glued the crumb cake down yet, though, because that is an available option. Okay, here we go. Put that down. Okay, now then we have options. The first option is that we can go ahead and leave it raised up, or we can glue it down directly. But either way, we will be putting ribbon around this piece right here. Okay.
Nice.
So maybe I could just go ahead and tie that and let that be a thing. I'm going to untie it in a minute, but at least you'll be able to see, because I have ideas for that ribbon that you guys are going to love. So am I going to layer this directly onto the card base, or am I going to be raising it up on dimensionals? Okay, so that's the question we need answered. Popped up or flat?
Do I get to vote?
Right? Is that even actually a question?
Right.
But,
I could tell you what I would do for sure.
Right? Same, girl, same.
Right?
Miss Anna says she wishes she could make decisions this fast on her own.
right? You know what? We can. It's what we overthink it, right? Like we
Mhm.
spend too much time
Absolutely.
trying to think of what's the perfect whatever, right? Okay.
Yes.
So these might be a little bit long. I cut them 2.5. They're 1/2 inch strips. Everything I saw, well, some were not shorter, but most of them were shorter. And everything I saw said secret C. So I'm going to go secret C. And I am going to stamp this a little bit off center, and you're going to find out why in just a moment. And hopefully they're straight. I decided to sit down. Maybe not the best choice on my end. But
I'm
I
so
don't,
used to
I
sitting
don't
there.
sit and stamp very often. I stand most of the time.
Do you really?
I do. All right. So I don't know if this will look good or not, because here again, we're doing this on the fly, and normally I would not do this. So actually, before we do that, let's get this all figured out. Okay. I have these adorable little die cut envelopes from the dies that I
Oh, yes.
and Secret C. Is that not the cutest?
That is cute.
So we're sending something. So why not put a little envelope? So do we want our envelopes to be in pecan pie? Or do we want them in Secret C? So let me kind of lay them out so you can see them with the colors. So there's pecan. And then let's look at secret. Okay, so let's decide that, and then we'll decide our next step from there. Oh, you want me to flag the ends or diagonal cut the ends? Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I wanted to make sure I left the envelope, but we can totally change the length.
Okay, and I am absolutely using both of these ribbons in my piece
Nice.
here.
You look like you need the finger. If I was
I
there,
need the finger. Yes, I totally need the finger.
you know what I mean with it.
I do. Yes, I do.
Nice way.
Ah, shame on you, girl. Shame on you.
I know.
That's okay, love. I still love you, even though I want to give you the finger.
Nicest way. Okay, I'm seeing pecan pie on mine, so I'm gonna go pecan pie, and I'm gonna put it down with liquid glue, only because my guess is we're gonna pop up the sentiment, but maybe not. We'll see what you guys say. I'll let you choose that, but I'm gonna go flat with these because they're so dainty, and I'm using the dreaded liquid glue.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I totally oozed. All right, so here's what I need to do.
Oh no, not the ooze.
I know. I hate the glue ooze.
Not the ooze.
Not my fan. I'm not a fan of the glue ooze. I'm already sticky. All right, I gotta slide stuff over.
Oh,
All right, so I'm gonna have to put some glue. I guess I could use glue dots. I'm gonna put glue on and let it dry for a smidge. Right? Since our glue dries tacky, we'll just let it dry for a second minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I won't get the ooze.
Mm-hmm.
So while that's drying, and I'm gonna do the same thing on all of them. Now I need to know if you guys want it on the right, on the left, or if you want it centered.
That's a good question. Oh, Susan says need to get the precision glue gun. You know, I have been seeing that around and I have not tried it yet.
It's still glue that's wet.
That's true.
I'm not so sure how that's going to help me.
She's like, me and liquid glue just do not get along.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Oh, isn't that so pretty already?
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
Love
that
it.
embossing is really lovely.
It really is. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now then, what to do next? Now, I don't know. We'll figure it out, won't we? Oh, all right. Let's see here. Do we still have silver foil paper?
Yes.
We do.
We do.
Okay, because I want to bring out these and cut them with silver foil. What do you guys think, huh?
Nice.
I think that would be good.
Nice. You're going all in with the whole suite where I have chosen the design.
You know, actually, I didn't, but I completely forgot how cool it just wouldn't match. Never mind, I'm not even going to show it. Should I show it? Okay, I'll show it.
Why not?
All right, guys, this is called Irresistible Designs Specialty Designer Series paper, and this stuff is amazing. It is embossed with clear embossing powder or white. It looks clear to me though. But anyway, it is going to be one of those resist type of situations.
Yeah.
Where you can color it and get a nice resist. So let me bring in, let me see. This isn't the snowflake one. I thought it was the snowflake one. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
You've got the snowflake one, right? Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
But I don't know what I did with it. So I thought that's what this one was, but that's okay. This is the one that's in the annual catalog, right?
Yeah, it's nice too, right? It's got the
It is nice.
like a plaid and
Yes.
floral and yeah.
Yes. So I will show you right quick because I'm totally going off script here. Okay. Misty Moonlight and a blending brush. Do you have another question for them, darling, while they're watching?
While you're doing that, okay. So it looks like everybody has said, well, there's a mix of right side or to mix it up. So do we want to, because there were some suggestions of changing the ends to be from blunt cut to be like an angle. And when I say angle, like, let me show you what I mean by that. Like clip it so it's angled, obviously not that short, right? So we could angle clip the ends, or I'm sure I have more scrap here. Yeah, I got another one. Or we could banner clip them. Or we could do one end banner clipped, right? Like we don't have to do both ends. So do we want to angle? Do we want to banner? Do we want to leave it as is? Should we just do one side banner? Like maybe the envelope side only? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah. So it's not that I have an issue with the glue going on too thick. It's that I have an issue with the glue, period.
Yeah. Right. That's it. The liquid goes everywhere. It's not
wet and yeah. So it's not the amount of glue that I'm struggling with. It's the glue itself. So putting it in a different container doesn't really. But thank you. I appreciate that. Right. I have my own set of issues, right?
Okay, so this is what that paper looks like. When you add color to it, it makes the embossed layer really pop. And unfortunately, I was thinking that was the snowflake one, so I was going to make that an option to go in the center, but that's okay. We're just going to skip right on over that. But it's the same concept with snowflakes, and it's in the holiday catalog, and it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So just know that, okay? Just imagine it in your brain that was snowflakes instead of plaid. Yes, and while we're imagining, I'm going to go ahead and die cut these with silver.
Okay. So I am seeing, if I'm seeing this right, I'm seeing the one side banner the most. I am seeing several that are like, do them all different, but the most I'm seeing is the one side banner. So I think that's where I'm going to go. So I'm just going to snip the center and I'll banner clip it. Now, do we need to shorten that, do you think? Because it's too long. Do we need to shorten it a little bit? You guys tell me. I'm going to go ahead and banner clip the other two. But now that we've clipped the one end, is the flat end a little too long and should it be a little closer maybe? Cut a little bit off that. I would cut a 1/4 inch off maybe. is what I'm thinking. But you guys tell me, we can leave it. Yeah, I like them all on the right.
Okay, now I have a question for you and for everybody in the crowd here. Okay, when you guys cut foil paper, do you notice that you get the imprints of the cutting plate, the top cutting plate on your foil? And it makes me crazy because it feels like it kind of ruins the paper, right? Around the area. So I take just a sheet of paper. This is actually the address label from Paper Pumpkin. And I put it right over the top of my foil and then run it through the machine, and it keeps that from happening.
Really? Now I've tried computer paper and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. You know, that label is a little bit thicker than regular copy paper.
Yeah. 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 I see such a mixed bag of shorter and long, keeping it long.
See there? Fabulous.
Nice.
Like a dream.
It just needs to be that a little bit thicker paper than a computer paper.
A little bit thicker paper, yeah.
Folding a piece of computer paper in half and seeing if that works the same.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if, or is that address label have a little slickness to it, like an empty dimensional sheet? No? Okay.
No, it doesn't. But it is just a bit heavier weight than our copy paper.
Okay. All right. I'll have to look at that. What are you seeing on my banner thing? I'm seeing such a mixed bag.
Oh, I like the way you have them right now, the bottom right.
That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So
I've lost. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I lost my sprig. Oh no. Oh no.
I wonder if I should pull in. I may grab it. Let me grab it and see if I like it. I know I'm supposed to give you guys the choice.
You go, girl.
I like it. I don't want to bring it in. I've got a thought though. I'm running across the room. Nope, that's not it.
I kind of need more than one of that sprig, I think.
I don't know if this will look good or not. This suite has a gorgeous set of glimmer paper.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And I haven't even opened the pack yet. So here I'm opening it for the first time.
I love it.
And we'll pull out the sheets. Looks like there is a sheet of Misty Moonlight.
Yes. Melissa says she's used computer paper folded in half before. All right.
Oh, good. Secret Sea.
Very cool.
And is that silver? Nice. Is that what they say it is?
Mm-hmm.
Blue, dark gray, and soft green. What the heck?
Soft green?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a green. Maybe.
Oh, I see it when you tilt it just right in the light.
That one I don't like. I'm not giving you that option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of these. I don't know if we want to do this or not, but my thinking is, I know it's wasteful, but let me just kind of trim and cheat here. Do we want to add a little smidgy of glimmer paper here coming out just to add some bling a bling?
Oh, bling is nice.
Right? And we can angle cut it, we could banner cut it, but do we like that? Or is it too weird? Like it doesn't go with the feel of the paper. So we could do it in the Secret Sea. It might not be as in your face as the Misty Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Do we add it in what color? Maybe I'm making my questions too hard.
No, but you're thinking out loud. We do that. That's the way it works. Right?
Yeah. I'm thinking that Misty is a little loud, but I don't know. Maybe we don't want it at all. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw it out there. See if we wanted to add a little bit of
bling is pretty.
Bling. Or we can keep it how we've got it.
Debbie says she has a plate marked just for foil. So I usually use my brand new plates for foil. And then when they get just the slightest bit of impression on them, I'll use the paper. And then I move those over to my regular die plates and then bring out a new one for foil.
Yeah.
Because it usually doesn't take long for it to make impressions, does it?
Yeah. Okay. So they don't like the sparkle. I agree. I kind of don't either. I just was like, ooh, should we look at it? So I didn't know if we should entertain it or not. So we're not going to, because we don't think it goes with the feel of our project.
Yeah, and I like the pattern paper on its own in that case because it's really stealing the star of the show, right?
Well, and that's the whole
Mhm.
point, is that the pattern paper you really don't need to, depending on what you're wanting to do. This is just a really good example. If you can use any pattern papers that you love and
Yes.
do a really fast, easy, very cool card.
Yes, exactly.
So, all right. So we've got this worked out. Should we pop this sentiment up? In my mind, we should, but.
Oh my goodness. Shall we or shall we not pop it up?
My pencils are ready.
All right. Okay, guys. So I have a basic layout here, and I'm thinking that we need to decide if we're going to pop up this centerpiece or are we not going to pop up the centerpiece. Because we can either pop this up and put the bird directly on it, the dove rather, or we can keep it flat and pop the bird up. So we need to decide, are we popping up the bird or are we popping up the panel? We can't do both because we've already got the base popped up. And I stick with that 2 layers of that stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, I see that they're voting for my sentiment to be popped up. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on that.
There you go.
Because that's what I wanted it to be.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that terrible? I am trying. I don't stick by that only 2 layers of pop up, but I'm trying harder.
Yeah. Do you find, are you able to send it regular 1 postage stamp when you do more than 2 layers of dimension? Really?
Yeah. As long as it's within 1/4 of an inch, you're good.
Right? Yeah.
At least in the US.
I love it.
I don't know about other countries, but in the US, yeah. As long as it's within 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah. All right. So I think everybody's pretty unanimous with putting this part flat and then popping up the birds. So that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Okay. And you know what's really interesting is the layer with the white on it. I'm losing words already. The layer with the white on it, it actually kind of looks like denim.
Yeah.
It looks like blue jeans.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to pop up the birds.
Okay.
The doves.
All right. Let's see. What else do I have here? All right. So I'm thinking we should bring in some bling, some embellishment. So I've got these, what are these? Hues of blue flowers.
Yes.
So they're in this suite as well. I thought about pulling in some other things. You know, Stampin' Up! Does such a great job of letting us mix and mingle, right?
Absolutely.
I thought this would be good to pull in this and kind of see if these look good. My thought was, and we can do whatever, so we can sprinkle them on, or my thought was maybe just sticking one right on this little envelope flap. Would that be cute? I don't know. What do you guys think? And which color? Like, do we mix and match? Do we do the white, the cloud cover, the misty moonlight, the secret sea? So many choices. So
I was going to say, I hear options.
I know. So sprinkle or envelope and color. I need to know color, what you're thinking. Or do you hate these and we should do something totally different and I should look for something else? There's that option as well.
That's funny. There are a lot of options.
Yes.
Hi, Nicole. How are you? Nicole says hello. Susan says, bring on the bling. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mix and match. Oh, my. Glinda loves the dove dyes. Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous.
They are very pretty. I know.
All right, my next question for you, friends. With regard to layout, we can put one dove up here and have this guy down here. And we can put a sentiment right across here. Or we can bring this dove down here a little closer and we can put a sentiment right here. What do you think? And I'm leaving the sprig off because I think that might be just a little bit too muchness. So are we bringing the dove down here or are we bringing the dove up here and putting the sentiment here? What do you think? Dove up high or down low?
Cute.
Yeah.
All right. What am I seeing?
One of each. Oh, they're loving all of the ideas. That's wonderful. Dove top corner and put the sprig in the dove's beak. So I did think about that, but that sprig is really big. But let me show you. If we put that there and we put it right there, see, it's kind of big. And let's see, if we put it here, yeah, I think it's just really big. I could maybe, hold on, we've got a small one.
Smaller one too, yeah.
Well, let me try this small one and see how that looks.
All right. So I'm seeing for the embellishments kind of a mixed bag there. So I don't see anything unanimous. So, what do we want to do? I see several that are mixing the colors up, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll just.
Yeah, I think the mixed colors is probably good with your mixed background.
This might be, I'll do one, and then you guys tell me if you're like, yeah, that's bad.
Right. Oh, they love the bird with the sprig too. So let's hope that the smaller one looks good. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I feel like these are too much.
Yeah, I might be able.
Too much for this print with how simple I've gone. What do you guys think? Should I pull these off and look for something not so ornate? A little simpler.
Okay, all right. So we all agree that the dove needs to go up on top. I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and that'll help me maybe with the sprig.
All right, I've got a couple other options on the sentiments too while you're doing that.
Okay.
So I feel like these might not be the right embellishment for the style of card I've done. I wonder, and I know the colors are a little crazy. So I have these, and I'm thinking the Secret Sea. So these are in a bag that has the wrong name on them. These are the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots, and I'm thinking about just pulling the Sea ones. Yeah.
Miss Glenda says, Wendy, I had to buy multiple shades of tissue paper after the card you made a while back because ideas started flooding my mind.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
Yep. It's good.
And that is what it's all about, friends.
And then these are the in color flat. No. What are those? Oh, these are the shimmer. These are the shimmer. I've got stuff in multiple bags hooked together. Jeez, Wendy.
All right, there's
low profile sparkle dots.
There's the silver with the sprig. Now it'll sit a little better if I put just a little bit of glue right here, so it actually looks like it's in his mouth.
Yeah, these don't look good.
I think that's what folks are wanting there.
There you go.
sprig. Oh, they weren't loving the stars, the
Yeah.
flowers.
I'm not loving them with this either. I think the layout is too casual for this the floral element. But what do you guys think? So these are the low profile sparkle in Secret Sea, and then these are the charming day in Secret Sea. And then I'm gonna pull these back off and not waste them on this card because this is not the right card for it. I love them. And they might look great on Dana's card, but they're not right for this style that I've gotten. I've gotten super simple and casual, and it's not the right feel.
All right. I got and there again with the liquid glue, just a little bit too much because and especially when you're working with metallic papers, you get one shot and that's it. Because otherwise it goes nasty.
Yep. All right. So low profile sparkle dots in Secret Sea or the Secret Sea charming. I've already lost my package.
There we go.
Charming. Do you do that too?
There he is. He's got his little
charming shimmer. I like the shimmer of the dots though. They are pretty nice.
Yeah, they are neat.
I'm kind of leaning towards charming, but you guys like the low profile better? Let's see what they say. I'm seeing low profile more than I am anything else.
Yep. All right, there we go. Okay, now I am a no naked insides, no naked envelopes kind of girl. So that means that because there are no actual images to stamp with this stamp set, that we need to pull in some designer series paper. So with that in mind, we have options. And I'm saying this because I want to get that inside piece glued and get it out of my way.
Yep.
All right. So we have some choices here. We've got the little stars here. They look a little bit different with the white ink covered embossing there. That one is pretty. That one is pretty. It's a white, but it has the sprigs on it. This one matches really nicely. Here's one with the doves. That's beautiful. And the back side of that one actually is very nice. Okay, so I think this one and this one are probably the best options. Let me see. That one's okay, but okay. Oh, and there's the sprig one there. That's nice. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I have 4 different DSPs to choose from. So I'm going to give you this or that and a this or that, and we'll put the winners together, okay? So while Miss Wendy is working on hers, I've got these 2 options right here. So are we going to choose the doves or are we going to choose the sprigs of this DSP right here? And this will be for a little strip on the inside of the card. So on our white piece here, and it will also be on our envelope. So we have that option. Okay, so are we choosing the sprigs or the doves? Okay.
Nice.
Sprigs or doves? All right, I'm seeing sprigs. Okay, very good. All right. Yep, okay. All right, so now, do we like the light sprigs or the dark sprigs? Okay, light or dark? I know. Choices, choices.
I know.
Light or dark? Okay. Miss Wendy, do you have another question for him? You're finished, aren't you?
Now I'm going to do the inside.
Perfect.
And I'm going
Alone. Yay.
to stamp the word love on the inside.
Yes.
So do I match it to, do I do secret C or do I do the pecan pie? Like we did secret C on the top, but we're sending some love. So do we want it to be in the blue or the brown? I think it would look fabulous, right?
Yes. Oh, I'm getting really, really consistent light versus dark here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's back and forth.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
1, 2. Let's see here. Grab that. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 2, 3.
I think you're heavier on light.
4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So then the next question and last one. Are we doing the dark sprigs or the light sprigs? Okay, dark sprigs or light sprigs for the inside and our envelope.
Yeah.
Here we go.
For mine, I'm seeing secret C, so I'm going all in.
Yeah, yours looked almost unanimous, didn't it?
It was pretty close. There were a few that had it. So here's what I have to remember is that I have one card landscaped and the other two portrait.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Stamp it proper.
That's right.
I got to stand. I can't do it sitting down. Cute.
All right. Light or dark? Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. It looks like the lights are having it. Okay.
That's what I was seeing as well.
All righty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut a, let's see, a 3-inch strip. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut to 6 inches here. That's gonna give me this bigger piece left over. All right, and then I'm gonna take 3/4 of an inch on one side, and that's gonna give me 2 1/4 inch on the other side. Who said you're not gonna use fractions anymore in life was never gonna be a paper crafter. If my math teacher could see me now, just saying, I got it.
Okay, so while you're doing my next question, of course, I'm going to put designer paper on the inside as well because you have to.
Yeah.
In my mind. So here's my thinking, or here's what I want to ask you is normally I would just take a scrap strip, right? And either put a little strip along the bottom or a little strip along the side. But I'm wondering, should we do a straight strip or should we do a little angled piece to kind of with our angle on the side?
Oh, that's wonderful.
So what are we thinking? Angle or a straight strip?
That is wonderful. That is an excellent question. That is an excellent question.
Yeah. I know the angle might be kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it would. All right. Oh, you could make it a gift card pocket.
Totally. Totally. Could make the piece a little bigger, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Fun. So many cool things that can be done.
It in. Could be at the top even. If I stamp my sentiment down low, or you could just do it on the side.
Absolutely. All right. Now the inside piece.
Angle, angle. I'm seeing all angles. I'm going angles.
You got it.
Oh, somebody else says, since the sentiment is straight, go straight. All the others are angle. We totally would have put the sentiment on an angle as well. I didn't even ask. I just stamped it. Should have asked, but I didn't.
I think it's fine, love.
I think so too.
I think it's fine.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, or ugly. So let's go angle, and I'm gonna slide this over. And since I'm using the strip that I'd already cut at 3 3/8, I'm gonna cut it at 3 3/8 square, and then I'm gonna cut it in half diagonally.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Did you know that the Tombow green glue, now I know Miss Wendy knows this, but did you folks know that this is not your only tip? This is the one that we use the most, right? Everybody knows this is the tip of the green glue. However, did you know that this is also a tip? This is also a tip. Was it one of my last classes? I was showing how to attach DSP to the flap of the envelope. And I turned it upside down, and I was utterly amazed at how many people's minds were blown that didn't realize. And I didn't even think, like, they've seen me do it half a dozen times. I don't know if it just didn't register at the time or what.
Right.
But it's its own tip, yeah. And it's like the old rubber cement tips.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's funny because when I first started using it, I only used that tip.
Oh, really?
I decided very quickly I was not a liquid glue girl.
Yeah, well, I could see why if that's the only tip you were using.
Right. Well,
this is really good for big open spaces, folks. Don't try to use this tip for little things. No. This is just to put glue on. This is just to put glue on big spaces, okay?
Yeah, there's some that didn't know, that I'm seeing in the comments. They didn't know.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. So use the big wide tip for big open spaces and use the little tip for everything else.
Yep, your details.
All right.
Now, I'm going to cut my square in half diagonally, and I just want to say before I do it, don't cut into your points. So put your blade somewhere inside, right? You know this already, Dana, but just in case somebody doesn't.
Yes.
You don't want to cut into your point. And the reason you don't is because it will crush the point, right? So just putting that out there in case somebody.
Absolutely. That's
so now excellent choices. We're going to have to decide what we want to do here. So I've got 2 vertical and 1 horizontal, right? So I can do something like this. Oh, I covered it. Can't do that. I can do something up here because a gift card will still slide up in there, right? Since I cut it that way. I could use the same print on all of them. I could use different prints on all of them. What do I want to do?
Good question.
Yeah, I can always flip the white over if we don't like what I did.
That's right.
Here's what I'm thinking, because then you can just slide your gift card in. Or you can close it and you don't have to make it a gift card holder. And same thing up here. You can slide it up in. Like that, if you're on the top. If we didn't want to make it a pocket, we could cut it in half again. And do some other little thingies. I don't know. You guys like this? Like this?
That's very cute.
Do a mess on here.
They're saying different prints.
Yep.
Love it.
So yeah, so I'm open. You know, you could cut it in half again. I'm overthinking it, but you could cut it in half again and have like opposite corners. I know, I like the pocket idea better. All right, I'm going to go with the pocket idea if you guys are good with it. Yeah, sounds like it. Like it as it is. Okay. I'm hearing that you guys like it as it is. So I'm going to go with that.
Absolutely.
Now, this is a time I will bring in my liquid glue because I want a thin line so that I can leave as much room for my gift card as possible. So pretty on the back. Well, this is about as good as I do. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm almost done. Are you almost done?
Yep.
I kept it simple tonight.
Yes.
I opened the frame of mind because I just finished making 175 cards.
Loving every minute of it. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I didn't ask you guys, but I assume that you want the sentiment popped up on this thing. I think we've established that everyone are dimensional people.
Right. Well, and if you're not, just leave it flat on yours.
That's right. Absolutely. You can do whatever you want. It is your project.
Right.
Okay. Now, put you right there. Okay, there's that. And then we need some bling. And you know what? I love this color combination of like a navy blue color with silver. It is one of my all-time favorite Christmas color combinations. And every time I see it, I think about our rhinestone basic jewels, right?
Right.
I love that just beautiful, crisp, clean image. However, I am going to give you guys the option because the because the flowers are really pretty and they could go on this card very nicely. So the question will be, do we want to use the clear basic rhinestones, or would we like to go ahead and use the hues of blue flowers? Okay, so I will take these out, and so that we have a better look at them. Of course, there's white ones in here that would be really nice. I guess they're not really white, but yeah, they are. They're white. Okay. Yeah, we've got white ones. We've got, what is it? Cloud Cover and the Misty Moonlight, the Secret Sea. They're all very pretty. They go very nicely here. Or we can use the clear rhinestones. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so there's the clear rhinestones. Yeah, it looks like everybody else is thinking the same way I am. Those clear rhinestones are beautiful.
Yeah.
So now these are very pretty. It's not that they're not pretty. That's not why we've both passed them up. They are gorgeous. But these ones are better for this project.
Right, right. And that's the thing, is that you mix and match based on what you like, right?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
I started to put this white layer down on the inside. And the white I used was a scrap I had in my bin. So these are 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm using up some leftover pieces that I just had lying around versus cutting something new. So should I layer it? Like, should I add another layer, like one of the blues, like we've got on the outside, or should I leave it alone? So we could add, either my thinking is the Misty Moonlight, since it's our wider layer, or I can leave it. What do you guys think? Should we keep it simple or add the layer? I can cut the layer and see what we see if we like it. Let me cut one and see what we think. I know I have extra paper somewhere. Sometimes it's easier if you can see it. Let me see if I can cut another one. And if the size I have is going to work, right? It might not work well.
Thank you so much, Miss Susan. I appreciate that. And Kim, thank you very much as well. I appreciate it. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And remember, these products will be going live on September 3rd. So if you are not already taking advantage of a demonstrator discount, you could and should be, by the way. Be sure to reach out to either one of us, whoever is your person, And if you don't want to go that route, then remember September 3rd, these products will go live and you'll be able to order them directly from your person at that time. Okay. Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. The products are beautiful. That's what makes it all wonderful. Really does. Oh, I like that.
You like that?
I love that. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Yeah. It
Like,
actually helps the DSP pop too, even really.
right? Blue layer, no blue layer. What do we
No.
think?
I'm excited to see what they say.
Yes. All good stuff.
Absolutely. So, Miss Wendy,
Yes.
how are you handling scrapbooking? Have you got into it yet?
Well, I've dabbled over the years with it. But it's been a long time since I've done any.
Yes.
My favorite is cards, so definitely my go-to. So I don't know yet. I
it out, huh?
I do love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that someone can sit down and share those memories just by looking through that book. I mean, so much better than just looking at, photos of people you don't know, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It adds,
It's a lot more time consuming, a lot more effort than just putting pictures in an album, but it tells the story, right?
and that's, to me, that's what's magical about it. And for future generations, really.
Yeah.
Or to relive a magical moment, right?
Yeah.
So, but I honestly have not done much in probably 3-4 years at least.
Yeah.
Have you been doing much?
So to be honest with you, I actually started out as a scrapbooker. That was
I did not.
that was my gateway into paper crafting years ago.
Okay.
But then when the kids came along, and life and everything, I let it go because it was so time consuming, and I had 3 children, and all the things. But since Stampin' Up has brought in those scrapbooking kits.
Oh yeah,
they're wonderful.
They are really nice. Yeah.
Yes. I actually am loving the scrapbooking kits because I can get 3 2-page layouts out of each of them.
Yeah.
And they're wonderful. And then if I want to make more, I have the DSP and cardstocks that coordinate so I can make more. I've been able to do more since we started doing that than I have in years, which is wonderful.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. Oh yeah, everybody's all about the blue layer, seeing it in there.
I've already cut it. We're working on it. We'll get this out.
It really does make the whole thing pop. And guys, when you're making cards, don't forget about the insides and the envelopes, because look, this looks so much prettier to get in the mail than a plain old white card, right?
Well, I look at it. I've had somebody tell me before. They're like, "Well, they're going to throw it away. It's going to get ripped open. It's going to get damaged, whatever."
Yeah,
I hear that, but the thing is that it's all about the experience that you're giving your recipient, right?
Absolutely.
So even if that one I put glue on already. Even if you know that that's what's going to happen, it's the wow factor in the delivery of what, oh my God, I shouldn't be sitting down and crafting. This is, look at that.
Oh, well.
On so crooked. All right, so we're going to pretend my heat tool's on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. I mean, honestly and truly, when you go to the mailbox and you've got the electric bill, holy mackerel, this month, whoo, and you've got, your car insurance and the registrations come due, and, everybody's wanting money. They've all got their hands out wanting money, but then you get this beautiful envelope that says, hey, forget about that for a minute. Look at me first.
Right. Like, it's going to bring a smile to someone.
Absolutely.
Just the joy that it brings to get something like that in the mail. I think it's just a special touch that you can do to add that extra.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So nice. Well, I'm not at all going to feel sad for the fact that I only did one card and you did three, but those are absolutely gorgeous cards.
The level of card that I have done here is simple,
But
I've done
fabulous.
fast and easy.
Simple but fabulous.
I didn't do a bunch of die cutting. You know what I mean? I took it from the perspective of a stack of cards. Now we
Yes.
could add in our leftover envelopes, but I'm not gonna even go down that path.
Yeah.
So now we have, and you could use this as a gift card holder and slide one in that pocket, or you don't even have to. You could leave it alone. It's entirely up to you. But sending love, I mean, all
Yeah,
of
that's a good one.
right?
All right, Miss Susan, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening, darling. We really appreciate you being here. Have a good night.
There we go. That's where we netted out.
That's fabulous. I love it. I love it. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to get rid of our hands for just a moment here. There we go. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you think that you're all about it, right? They're absolutely beautiful. The projects are great. The products are fabulous. It's all wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love it.
Good stuff.
And this was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me this
Yes,
evening.
thank you for having me. This was different for me.
But good?
Yeah, outside my comfort zone, right? Like I said, I like to have it already worked out. I make enough mistakes with it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, this is proof just to kind of, you know, just play with the products and go where your mind tells you to go and what your heart loves, and you will never go wrong is all good.
Right.
So,
right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember these products are not yet available. They will be available on September 3rd. If you cannot wait until September 3rd, reach out to Miss Wendy or myself and sign up. You get $125 worth of stuff for only 99 bucks. You already get the demonstrator deal right off the bat.
Yep.
It's amazing.
And it's free.
Yes, the shipping is free, and that's a lot.
That's a lot.
You know, that's a huge savings. Plus, you get a paper pumpkin kit for free as well.
You
so
do.
That's amazing.
You do. And it's a surprise, so you don't know which one you're getting, which is
That's right. Yes, it's a surprise. Otherwise, everything will be available on September 3rd, and you'll be able to get a hold of it then, and you're going to love it. As you can see, it's all beautiful stuff. So,
yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys again next time.